if you want to go on an adventure with your pickup truck and you put a camper on it, how much efficiency might you be losing?
That's a fine question, especially if you own a brand new 2024 Toyota Tacoma Blueberry like ours.
Yes, it's turbocharged, so it's an all-new truck, all-new engine. In this video, we're going to do a Denver 100 loop, and we'll show you the exact difference on our test without the camper and after the camper.
What you're looking at is a revolution for Toyota, because for the first time in many years, Toyota is using a turbocharged engine inside of a Tacoma.
Yeah, it's been like 40 years?
Something like that.
Okay, so this is a brand new engine. It's a 2.4 liter straight four, 278 horsepower, and 317 pound-feet of torque at 1700 RPM. So it's a very torquey engine. It's also made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and this is a Tier D off-road truck that's all stock. I'm pretty excited about this because we're one of the first owners to have a Go Fast camper on top of our Tacoma.
Yeah, and if you have a look inside, you can see this is bare bones. There's no furniture in here or anything else, but it also has a pop-up roof up there. So there's a tent and cushions and everything else. And that whole section is kind of interesting because what they had to do, they actually had to lift the roof up a little higher than normal in order to avoid the shark fin satellite radio antenna. And in doing so, that may affect the aerodynamics.
It's a little taller. It also has those roof rails on top.
That's right. Now, one thing that we may suffer from in terms of a penalty is that this aerodynamic component, this little tiny lip here that's on the top of the tailgate, is now being covered by this camper. So this also may create a little bit of a problem. I'm not too sure. It may help push the back end down, or it may actually help distribute air. I don't know how this one works.
So just about a week ago, we ran this exact truck on this exact loop at this exact pump. So should we show them the video?
We should, because it has the results.
And it's also a very surprising result. Divide by 4.192 gigawatts. What?
Wait.
26.3. That was a crazy good result, dude. And if you want to watch that entire video where we did 5-truck comparison or 6-truck comparison, check out oldtfl.com. But now let's fill this up and do the loop again.
Yeah.
87 octane. We used it last time, we'll use it again.
Right, and the conditions are very similar today to what they were when we did the run last time.
30 seconds, dude.
30 seconds.
We're gonna top off like we always do for an even fill, and that's why we wait, so we don't damage any components. Wow, that's a sizable top off.
She was thirsty.
Okay, time to get back on the highway. So this loop is very simple. It's a whole ring road, toll road around Denver, Colorado.
There's only a few places that we would stop, barring traffic. I mean, these are real world tests. So
Yeah.
in the last one, we did go through a little bit of construction, and there are a couple spots where you do stop and go. But for the most part, it's mostly highway.
Exactly, and it's 111 miles in the real world. So
Right.
it's a little bit more than a 100 name. You know,
It sounded better than Denver 111.
So I can tell already there's a little bit of wind noise.
Wow, I can really hear it from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some buffeting too.
Yeah. So what we could do also, maybe a little bit later, is also put like a wind fairing, just to kind of maybe try to cut down some of that. But it's really low profile compared to other campers.
Right. Now, one of the things that happened a long time ago, not that long ago actually, is that we took a Ford Lightning up to Prudhoe Bay in Alaska, and we put a small, lightweight camper on that vehicle as well. We actually had to use it. However, that one really created some problems with the range, and so what we did was we added a fairing, and it not only cut down on some of the noise, it did help a little bit.
Yeah, and it's going to be true. You know, you're going to lose something, no matter electric vehicle or not electric vehicle.
Right.
It's just that on an electric pickup, you're a little bit more sensitive, right? Because it's harder to charge. Right, it's harder. You know, you're losing more range, basically.
Right. That's exactly it. But my point is, of course, that we have some experience with it, and so by dealing with it the way we did, which was in itself it's a whole long story on how that fairing was built and how we got it actually to Alaska and everything else. But the point is that by using it, we were able to save on efficiency and cut down a little bit on the wind noise.
All right, dude. So let's put some miles behind our belts and see how she runs. And we'll do another check-in when we get to the toll road where the speed limit is a little bit higher.
Absolutely.
All right, so we are on the interstate, basically, the toll road.
Yep.
And we're going 75 like we do in all of our vehicles that we test. Definitely there's a little bit of wind noise.
Yeah, I'm hearing it.
Yeah, and that may also be because of the roof rack on top of the camper.
Right.
And otherwise, I mean, this camper weighs about 275 pounds-ish. We didn't weigh it yet, but that's the specs.
Yeah.
And really, the suspension feels great.
It doesn't feel like it's taxed at all, that's for sure.
No. And this turbocharged engine is so powerful and so torquey that I don't notice any additional weight on this truck.
Yeah. We're not talking about a vehicle that has the best payload to begin with, right?
Well, 1,200 pounds.
It's not great.
Yes.
It's okay. It's not great.
It's okay-ish.
So having a very lightweight camper like we have makes a lot of sense. Now, reality, if you actually have that camper in there and you're going on an actual camping trip, you're going to have, 200-300 pounds of extra equipment, not to mention family members in the vehicle.
Most likely.
So it's a very good chance that we actually could be pushing the max, doing, let's say, a long weekend camping trip with a family of 4, with a kayak on the roof, and with, all the supplies you have in the back.
Yep.
There you go.
All right. We definitely won't get 26 MPG with the camper.
I don't think so.
But I'm still really, really curious. I'm hopeful it's going to be pretty good.
All right, we'll see.
So the truck trip meter estimates 21. But hey, dude, it's over 20.
Okay, it is. What's its EPA?
24.
Okay. So let's see what we did here.
Okay.
By the way, just to remind everybody, we are using 87. We could use 85, but we're not because
turbocharging.
Yeah. Because turbochargers. Yeah.
Okay, so once again, 30 seconds, and then we'll top off and do the calculation. Okay, well, it does what it does. 4.773 gallons.
Interesting. That, to me, looks like it might be a little bit better than what the truck was saying, but that's just a guesstimation.
111 miles divided by 4.773 equals, 23.3 rounding up.
23.3. So what was the truck saying?
3.
So we lost 3 from our last run with this, without the top. That sounds about right, that you're losing 3 MPG.
So you're losing like 15%, maybe a little bit over 10% of efficiency. And I think thankful because this is not super tall, right? So it's pretty small.
Yeah, I would agree. And also it's really light. So I am curious if we put a fairing on here at some point in time, if that'll actually help. I'm sure it will a little.
All right. Well, let us know what you think about this. And by the way, this camper with all the options costs about $10,800. They start at about $8,400 for the camping solution. So of course that's a sizable investment, but you're not losing a lot of efficiency.
Yeah, I would agree. And also this one's actually fairly well made, and I'm not getting paid to say that. Yeah.
And of course, if you want to see more pickup trucks and SUVs on our efficiency run, check out oldtfl.com for all the latest news in one place.